I'm in LA. Now it's time to work. And I always have like a beginner's mindset. Like I can't really, you can't really rest on laurels. You kind of have to think about you're starting over again, but you're starting over with more experience. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I'm in LA and I'm starting new and I gotta just, prove yourself every day. Just
Yeah.
continually keep proving yourself, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's I love that. It's so cool. It's like people talk about like starting something. It's like when's the best time to start it? Well, really, it was 10 years ago, but the second best time is like right now, today, because then in 10 years you're gonna regret you didn't start it 10 years ago, which is today. So
Yeah.
like the present only exists, and we don't have the option to go back in time and start over again. We only have the opportunity to start now, or and starting is so important. There's so many people that are afraid of just starting and just doing the one, like, just getting that because they overthink it. Like you're talking about, like, what if this doesn't go right? What if that goes? And they're waiting for everything, all the cards, all the stars to be aligned. And like, that's not the way to do it. And that's, you're never going to, if you start, you start. If you don't, you don't. And until you start, nothing matters really. So
What's that term? It's like, the fortune favors the bold or whatever. It's kind of like looking into it's like looking into yourself and kind of seeing like what more can be done, and knowing that not all the cards are going to be perfectly aligned. Like you're not going to have everything ready to go. Like I was like, well, I don't have movers. I need to figure that out. I kind of just knew where I was going to live, and that was it. Everything
yeah,
else was like day to day checking in with my girlfriend, like, hey, have you done this? Have you done that? And it was just like slowly piecing it out. And then I learned a lot from that because instead of seeing it as this daunting move, you just do one thing a day that gets one thing done that's going to help you move it along. And kind of like your career is like, people are like, well, how do you get into certain positions? Like someone asked me, like, how do you work with bigger artists? I'm like, you start with artists that you like. You start with people that you like. You believe in people early. And if you believe in them, they're going to believe in themselves, and then that they're going to push their career even further. I've
yeah.
seen it so many times where an artist or producer literally has no credits to having a number one record in the country.